Hello and welcome to The Facts. I'm your host, Jeff Canfield, in for Jason Volkerts. It's fair time throughout the area. The Sioux Empire Fair, many county fairs, the North Dakota Fair just wrapping up, and we've got the Brown County Fair, and of course coming up in Huron is the South Dakota State Fair. Our guests today are CANDI Hettinger, who is the marketing director for the South Dakota State Fair, and newly appointed State Fair manager, JEROME Hertel. JEROME, welcome to The Facts.
Thank you.
Well, first off, you've just became a part of this in March. How did you become a part of the South Dakota State Fair?
Well, I was just hired in March to be the director for the South Dakota State Fair. I actually came from the Sioux Empire Fair here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I was the events coordinator and the maintenance supervisor at the Sioux Empire Fair in Sioux Falls here, and took the position in March for the South Dakota State Fair. The Secretary of Agriculture, Bill Eben, appointed me in March, and so it's new to me. Yeah, it's a brand new position for me. Just getting comfortable with the position and getting settled in.
Well, now I can understand why we're hearing more about the South Dakota State Fair and less about the other fairs. So you have put together some new events, some new programs. It seems to be increasing as far as attendance goes. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, you know, in the past 2 years, the South Dakota State Fair has created a good positive momentum. Last year we had an attendance of 151,000 people, and this year we hope to have a lot more, and it's looking very good too. Last year, all 1,256 campsites were sold out. This year it's looking very promising for the South Dakota State Fair. We have the majority of the campsites are filled up. We're opening up other areas for camping this year to encourage people to come to the fair. Last year we had over 10,000 entries in livestock and static exhibits. This year that's looking very promising also. Beef exhibits were up 26% last year. Dairy exhibits up 27%. Swine was up 52% last year. Rabbits and goats were up 35%. So all those things are very promising for the fair, and this year those things are looking again very promising for the fair. Last year the State Fair hosted the largest carnival midway in the state, and again this year we're going to have the largest carnival midway in the state, so that's looking very good also.
And of course we've got a great line of entertainment coming up, which we'll talk to CANDI about. Sure. As well. What about some of the goals? You've got some new goals, of course, that you're going to be looking for South Dakota and Huron. What are they?
Yeah, so you know, just continue building on that positive momentum in the last 2 years. You know, the State Fair has gone through some changes in the past. I think it's kind of settled into a 5-day format and being over that Labor Day weekend. So I think it's kind of settled into that. I think the State Fair has kind of found its niche in the entertainment lineup also. Things are looking very good for that. So I guess one of the goals is just to continue building on that momentum from the last 2 years. The previous manager, Susan Hayward, did a wonderful job, and I guess that's what I just want to do this year, is just continue building on that positive momentum, you know, for this year also. And then of course, one of the other things is creating a friendly State Fair park for the State Fair, more of a facility that's friendly, family friendly, and creating some more of those off-season events for the State Fair. We spend half of our money during the actual State Fair, and we spend the other half during the off-season. So one of my goals is to kind of increase that off-season usage for the State Fair and create more family-friendly events. And we've done a good job of that in the past. We've created Wheel Jam, which is a car and truck and motorcycle show that we have in June. And brand new this year, we have the Outdoor Expo, which is a great event for us. We had about 4,000 people attend that. That was a first-year event, and so that was a very good turnout for us. and that event was held in May of this past year. Some other things that we do, this past June we had the Tour Dakota come through. The Argus Lear Tour Dakota came through, and that was a great event for us also. That gave us an opportunity to expose some people to the state fairgrounds, you know, kind of a different clientele of people, and an opportunity, a great opportunity to expose them to the state fair and the grounds, and kind of let people know that there's other things going on at the state fair also in the off season. And then we also have the Women's Expo, which comes up after the state fair also. That's another great event for us. So we're trying to increase some of that off-season usage, some different livestock shows, some camping rallies, and some things of that nature.
And now the fair, as I understand, runs from the 27th through Labor Day?
The state fair this year runs August 28th through September 1st.
Okay, and on the 27th, what's happening on the 27th?
The 27th is kind of a preview night for the fair. The fair is open. The vendors are there. The carnival is up and running, and we do have a CBR bull event that is taking place on that evening also. So the fair is open on the 27th, and we encourage people to come and take part in the fair. Gate admission is free that evening. There's no gate admission, so people can come through the gates for free.
All right, and of course we'll be talking to CANDI as well. She'll be letting us know about all of the events and how people can get tickets and that type of thing. But as far as the dates go, does it seem we've had some problems in the past in deciding or trying to determine when we should be holding the fair. The end of August seemed to be holding up, getting good response with
Yeah, I think
attendance.
so. You know, they played around with the dates a little bit, and you know, I guess they had to do that just to find out if it worked or not. You know, you have to try something and see if it works, and now I think they kind of settled back in. We've settled back into that 5-day format right around Labor Day, and it seems to be working out very well for us. The past 2 years we've done very well as far as attendance. So yeah, I think it's going to be good.
All right, and attendance is probably going to be very well with the lineup of entertainment that they have coming. And CANDI's going to talk about that with us coming up in just a little bit. Right now you're watching The Facts. Hello and welcome back to The Facts. We're talking about the South Dakota State Fair today, and our guest now is Marketing Director for the fair, CANDI Hettinger. Welcome, CANDI.
Thank you.
How did you first get involved with the South Dakota State Fair?
Well, about 2.5 years ago or so, I was chosen to be an intern under the marketing and events coordinator at that time. And so that's how I got involved with it, and that position opened up while I was an intern. So I kind of had to, you know, jump in and take the lead role there. And then so I went back to college, and that position opened back up, so I was urged to apply for it, which I did, and thankfully and fortunately I received the job. So that's kind of how I guess stepped in the position I am in now. So I've been there for about 1.5 years now. This will be my 3rd fair.
Wonderful. And you're of course in charge of helping put together all the entertainment and the events and keep people happy as they come to the fair. Let's start off, what is the rundown? What are some of the events and the dates that people are going to be able to see at this year's fair?
Well, I'll start with obviously our grandstand lineup is kind of our, you know, focal point of our fair anyways. August 27th, as Jerome had said, is the preview day of the fair, and that's our first night of the Red Wilt Construction CBR Bull Bash. CBR is Championship Bull Riding, and that is actually a national circuit. 4-time world champion Tuff Hedeman is the president of that, so it has some, you know, great notoriety to it. It continues on Thursday night, which is August 27th, also the opening day of the fair. That's also, we're adding Tough Enough to Wear Pink along with that. And it's a great opportunity for the fair because we're the first venue to work hand in hand with the CBR to bring Tough Enough to Wear Pink, I guess, to the CBR itself, but we're going to have a lot of fun with that. We roll into Friday night with George Jones. Sherwin Linton and the Cotton Kings will be opening for them. Saturday night is a little rock and roll with 38 Special, and a local Huron band, Blackwater Band, is opening for them. And Sunday is Montgomery Gentry, and Western Underground is opening for them. If you're not familiar with Western Underground, it's Chris Ledoux's former band, and if you're familiar with Dustin Evans, the son of the late Kyle Evans. He is the lead singer for Western Underground, so that will be a lot of fun having those guys there. And then Monday we round out with something that goes hand in hand with the fair, which is our stock car racing that we have throughout the summer, and then we put on a special during the fair.
Well, yeah, we talked a little bit during the break too about John Michael Montgomery, and he is related.
Brothers.
Yeah, they are brothers, and both very, very talented. Now, can people still get tickets to all of the events, and if so, how do they do that?
Yep, absolutely. We have a couple different options for them. You can buy individual tickets, or you can buy ticket packages. I guess first I'll start with, we have grandstand reserve seating or standing room. Ticket prices for the shows, it's $30 and $35 for George Jones and Montgomery Gentry, $30 for the reserve seating, $35 for standing room. Some people might ask, why is standing room more expensive than reserve seating?
Band.
But you're right up there in front. I mean, you can be as close as you and I are, to the entertainers. And then 38 special is $25 for both reserved and standing room. But if you come in like groups of 2, we have the 38 special, so it's 2 for the price of $38. We also have our ticket packages, very affordable. Our grandstand reserve seating package is $80, and our standing room package is $90. You can purchase those tickets a couple different ways. First, you can purchase them online at www.sdstatefair.com. You just need to click on the entertainment button, takes you right to the page. There's a link. Very easy to do. Secondly, I skipped right to third. Secondly, you can, if you live in Huron or in the area, just stopping through, you can go down to the grandstand ticket office itself, which is right underneath the grandstand. And third, you can call in. There's a couple different numbers, 866-605-FAIR, F-A-I-R, if you're out of the area. If you live locally in Huron or whatever, you can call 353-6690. So there's multiple ways that you can call, and we're open from 11:30 to 5:30.
All right, and don't be reluctant to buy those standing tickets in the front. Last time that I purchased those particular tickets, it was Alabama, and you're literally feet away from the entertainers, and you're right there next to Jeff and Teddy and Randy, and so that's not a bad way to see the entertainment at the fair. We also got some other things that are involved besides the main attractions out there that make people come to our South Dakota Fair. What are some of the events this year they can look forward to?
Yep, the South Dakota State Fair is really well known for its, I guess, free entertainment, as we like to call it. We have multiple stages. One of those stages in another focal point of the fair is the Northwestern Energy Freedom Stage. On that stage this year we have some, very great one. We have Williams & Ree, Tonic Sofa, Nightwing, who's a military band. We have a Dakota Star, a talent contest. Western Underground will be there as well. Abbey Road, which is a Beatles tribute band. The Freedom Stage has a huge lineup and does every year. So you can find all the people that are entertaining on that stage if you log onto our website and check out the full schedule of events for that stage.
Oh, this sounds like a really good lineup, even on the free stage. But right now we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back we're going to find out a little bit more about the South Dakota State Fair and how you can get involved and head on over to Huron. Right now you're watching The Facts. Hello and welcome back to The Facts. We're talking about the South Dakota State Fair, and our guests are JEROME Hertel and CANDI Hettinger, who is the marketing director for the South Dakota State Fair. We of course talked about some of the entertainment and things like that we're going to be able to see this year. Let's talk about some of the other events like the food. I mean, that always brings people out to the fair.
The fair is, it's known for its food when we go there, whether it's the elephant ears or the corn dogs. Last year we had a new guy come in with meat pies that were delicious, basically like a pot pie, but it's a little more tempting to purchase during the fair because people come out to buy fair food. We do have quite a few vendors, I think, that market their products that are based locally in South Dakota in our Dakota Flavor Marketplace, whether it's their blend of bratwurst and sausages that they use various game meat from, or if it's their honey and things like that. But come to the state fair and you find all your traditional fair foods that people just go crazy over. When I'm driving around on my golf cart, I pick up some Laffy Taffy and Chislic sticks, and if you're looking for food during the fair, you can probably just come ride around the golf cart with me.
Find Candy, and she'll find anything you need that's on a stick.
Yeah.
So they're going to have great food, of course, as well. We talked about some of the free entertainment, and we'll, of course, let people know on the website how they can obtain some of the free events. What about the gate prices? Have they changed much over the past few years?
They've stayed really steady over the last couple of years. Our gate prices for adults are $5. Our youth price is $3. You can purchase a daily family value pass, which is 2 adults, 4 youth. That's $12. You can buy weekly passes. It's $20 for an adult and $10 for youth. And then we do have a weekly family value pass, I guess, that for adults is $60. So it's very affordable. Yep, gets you into everything with the exception of the grandstand shows. But
also, we kind of talked a little bit about some of the things that the camping. Apparently, a lot of campers can come out there and get hooked up, and there's still some room available in the area of the fair.
Yep, we have a lot of camping spots. You know, if you have a tent, or you can be fully self-contained, meaning you can have the water brought to you and, you know, the waste pumped out or whatever. And, you know, if you have your own generator, don't even need electricity. We have plenty of spots available for that. And we do have camping at one of our locations that is first come, first serve. But I would recommend getting out there fairly early because that does fill up very quickly. So we have lots of camping opportunities for people that want to come out.
And tips for our viewers on parking?
You know, we have parking all around the fairgrounds. Some of it's free, some of it you need to pay for. If parking does become a problem, the Huron Chamber has worked to work with the local bus service in town to do like a shuttle bus. And so there's, off the top of my head, I believe there's 10 different locations throughout Huron that the bus stops at. So you can log on to either the fair website or the Huron Chamber website and find that list of shuttle bus stops and park your vehicle there for free and ride the shuttle bus out to the fair.
Okay, well, again, there's a great lineup. Run through some of the bands again that people can see on the free stage.
On the free stage, we talked about Williams and Rhea and Tonic Sofa on the Freedom stage and Western Underground, but we do have the Centennial stage. Sherwin Linton and the Cotton Kings, very well known. He claims our fair to be his fair. On the Centennial stage, on the First National Bank of South Dakota Dakota Land stage, we have a polka band, Craig Ebel and Diversico, Company Cowboys, who's from West Indian Springs, my hometown. We have AARP is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year, so they've invited We Found Sound, a local youth talent group out of Huron, and they're serving cake and things. And we have the Great Pretenders on the DeSmet Farm Mutual Insurance Company tent. And then we, of course, have the beer garden with, you know, nightly entertainment in there as well. So, you know, for all of this, because I doubt that you have 2 hours for me to sit here and tell you about it, but you can log on to sdstatefair.com to get the whole lineup of events. You know, on our website, it's broken down by stage. So you just simply need to click on the stage and it will give you the lineup and who's playing and at what times.
And of course, we've got the big main events, Montgomery Gentry. We named our son his middle name, Montgomery. Who's coming in again? When's George coming in, and how can they get the tickets?
Okay, Wednesday and Thursday nights, Red Wheel Construction Sea Barrel Bowl Bash. Friday nights, George Jones. Saturday nights, 38 Special. Sunday night, as you'd mentioned, is Montgomery Gentry, and then Monday nights, the races. You can purchase tickets online again at sdstatefair.com. You can call 1-800-605-FAIR, and you can also stop in at the grandstand.
All right. And again, we do want to thank both you and Jerome for coming in and letting us know what's happening, and that things are really looking up for the South Dakota State Fair out there in Huron. Again, the dates are
August 28th through September 1st, with August 27th being the preview day.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you out there at the fair. For the facts and Jason Volkerts, I'm Jeff Canfield. Thanks for watching.